evolving technology space. His experience includes FEP, that's position and backward, and DevOps. This specialized knowledge allows him to provide valuable insight and innovative solutions to complex technological challenges. So I'm going to call in on Mr. Sanusi now to join, and please be ready to ask your questions because he's really experienced in this tech space. If you could give him a minute, he's going to join us very soon. Thank you so much. Okay, so he's joining us very soon. If you have any questions about the project management or not even about today's class, about the whole 2 weeks program, you could drop it in the chat box. We'll attend to that. Reach out. All right, Mr. Sanusi, welcome. Welcome. If you could take the stage and speak to us. Thank you, sir. Hello, for me. It has scattered. It has off.
Hi, good afternoon. Can I know?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Hi,
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
good afternoon. We are supposed to start this by 5. Yeah. Are we good to start now? We still need to.
Yes, sir. Oh, good. You can go ahead, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sam Sabiodi.
Good
Please,
afternoon,
if
sir.
you know you can easily just signify that you cannot hear you again. Okay. Now, the topic I'm going to talk about is opportunity in digital payment and cloud computing. Now, see, I want this class to be more interactive. I just don't want to be the only one talking. Sorry, sorry, apology about that. I have to attend to some issue.
No problem,
Now,
sir.
okay. Without wasting time, let me quickly share my screen so that we start. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions, please. Let me share my screen. Can anyone see my screen? Can we see my screen? Can we all see my screen? Can we see my screen? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Can we
please.
hear?
We can see your screen.
Okay, thank you.
We
Now,
can see
people,
your
my name
screen, sir.
is Abiodun. Um, I've introduced myself. My name is Sanis. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. Sorry. Sanis Abiodun to be precise. Um, let's say like 10 years, more than 10 years in payment industry. When it comes to payments is free. And if you know what you're doing, you go into payment. You can easily, most payments are moving to cloud now. That's why the subject is almost the same thing. Everything on cloud, everything, nobody is using physical server now. We use cloud. We move to cloud. On a long run, before we finish
Sorry, can you put your slide on full screen?
now, most opportunity, we have opportunity in payment, digital payment, which is fintech, and we have cloud computing. And we have cloud computing. Now, your understanding about this will make you to understand where to align the career path you want to take when it comes to payment. Most of us, we do payment every day of our life. When you do transfer on ATM or you do withdraw on ATM, you are practically doing payment. You are practically doing payment. That's payment. You are making payment. You are recharging your DSTV. You are recharging your mobile phone by using your mobile app to buy credit, buy data. These are payments. Now, how does this work? That's what we want to talk about. Now, most fintech has moved to cloud computing. Nobody, when we say cloud, simply means you are not having a physical server in any of your deployment. You are not deploying on the physical server, you are deploying to cloud, on-premise, get Azure, Amazon, to cloud. That's what we are talking about. But without boring us, please, I want this class to be more interesting. Let's just start the topic for today. Now, when we talk about fintech, simply means financial technology. Fin, that's finance. Finance, from fin, F-I-N-C, finance. Now, tech is technology. Now, when you check people profile on LinkedIn, you see fintech expert, fintech this, fintech that, fintech that. What is fintech as you know? What are we calling fintech? Now, as I say, it's an acronym for what? Financial technology. Please, when my time is almost 15 minutes or 10 minutes times, please keep and you can remind me because I might just talk too much. Now, that's the acronym for fintech is financial technology. Now, what are we talking about? We're talking about, we all know what a finance is. Money. Please allow me to be sick. We said money. Money is technology. Do we get that? Do we get how we do our e-payment transfer? We are talking about fintech. We are talking about financial technology. Do we get that? Now, what are the category of fintech? You can be reading the slide. If you have any question, you can ask. What are the category of fintech? Now, fintech will continue to drive force for future. When you do analysis of from 2023 and 2024, almost all businesses want to go to fintech because there's money in fintech. People are moving into tech. That's why you hear the word our cash. Bank one. You hear so many things. Flutterway, they're into fintech. Everybody's moving into fintech because that's where money is. There's money in fintech. And when you check, if you are an expert as a fintech, see, I bet you cannot lack job. Somebody will push you on LinkedIn. They want you to work for them because your skill can never be limited. Everybody needs your skills. Now, when we are talking about fintech, we are not talking about because I read accounting, I read electrical. Does that mean I can't be a fintech? I read electrical and I did my master in information technology. Therefore, any course you can be useful when it comes to fintech because any product that is being done in fintech, somebody has to market it. You need somebody to market this product. You need a project manager to manage this product. You need somebody to develop this product. We need somebody to support the application. You need a product manager. You need a product owner, somebody that owns the product. You need a solution architect. You need a DevOps. Do you get? When we proceed in this class, you will have an understanding of everything. Please feel free to ask questions. Now, what are the categories of fintech? We have banking, payment, personal, financial management, learning. That's why you see there's a jackpot syndrome now. Everybody's trying to jackpot. Somebody is lending them money. That's fintech. They will tell you borrow 10,000, borrow 3 million within 2 weeks. There's a way they get their money back. There's a way they will do all their KYC. You get. They will just walk into Sanusi Abiodun loan, walk in and get 3 million. Again, everybody's moving into fintech because they see that it's another oil money. Allow me to use that, oil money. Now we have lending, that's loan. They will give you loan, it's part of fintech. Now, what are the payment options we have in fintech? Now, let's understand what a fintech is. Let's understand when we use the word fintech. Now, somebody that do a transaction on the ATM, practically that's a fintech transaction. Now, that's why I said everybody will do this on our daily activity, but we don't know. When you hear the word fintech, you thought it's something like what's fintech. We all practice this. Recharge, like I said earlier, you recharge your phone, you make subscription on DSTV, you pay cash on the ATM, deposit ATM, you withdraw cash on ATM, you do transfer to another bank. Do we get that? These are fintech. These are financial technology. Now, how does this work? We are the guys that support the application the way it works. There's a way everything works. There's somebody that needs to support the application. There's somebody that needs to make the application to be always available. Do we get that? Most of this application we have on premise, and we have the one that is on your environment that you install a physical server while we put some on cloud. Do we get that? Now let's quickly go. Payment option, we have cash, debit. All of us have a card called a debit card, or you can have a debit card, you have a credit card, but most of us have debit card. Debit card simply means your ATM card is called debit card. We have some called credit card. You get, we do mobile payment. Most of you log on to your mobile app, you do transfer. How does it work end to end? Somebody is behind the mobile app. Somebody is the one that developed the application that runs on that mobile app. That mobile app is the application that sits on that mobile app, sit on somewhere, and somebody developed it. Somebody write that program. That's a programmer. If you find yourself to know how to write any program, get the best programming language that is ready. Learn it. You know Flutter. You could remember there was Flutter on mobile app. Most mobile app is done by Flutter then. I don't know, maybe they still do it today. You learn Flutter, you'll be able to do mobile app. Learn some skills. We have so many programmers in my bank. We have so many programmers in the bank because all those applications need to be developed by a programmer. Somebody needs to write the code, and somebody needs to support the application. That's where the application support comes in, and that's where the programmer comes in. We need a DevOps. A DevOps is DevOps from the word dev, development operation. Somebody has to develop, somebody has to support. We now have the combination of DevOps. DevOps simply means you are not writing code, you are just supporting the application, and whereby a lot of programmers will combine together, they will combine together. There's a combination, the word DevOps. 4 programmers can be writing one application. The help of DevOps will help you with that. Do we get that? Don't let me just continue. Now, what technology are we using in payment system? We use wallet. We use QR code. Most of all, you just scan your mobile app on a QR code. With that, you pay. There's a way it works. Somebody developed the application and somebody is supporting it. That's why we have application support. Now let's go to in easy one. Transaction processing with the following steps. How does transaction process? Now let's quickly look at the life of a POS. Most of us, we collected cash from a POS stand in the street, in the mall. We use POS. When we go to ShopRite, any of those malls, we use our POS. Or when you take somebody out, use POS to pay. You use POS, use your card on POS to pay for the transaction. Now, how does it work? There's a merchant that owns the POS. Who is a merchant? A merchant is the person that owns that POS. He owns the POS. Now, that POS that we are all using is registered in a particular bank. That's why POS can work. You register it in a bank or register it with a fintech, and that fintech can have connection to the bank, or he has his own switch. What is a switch? You are getting this. Sorry, it might not be a good lecture. Now, what is a switch? Now, today, you see bank A and bank B. They don't talk to themselves. With the help of a processor, a switch makes them to communicate. GTB Bank does not talk directly to UBA Bank when it comes to transaction processing. The only thing that makes them to talk is middleware or a switch. Somebody support that switch. There's somebody that is supporting the switch today. There's somebody that developed that switch that we are using today for bank to communicate. And we'll go on, type of switch that we have in the bank today. And now you can get yourself familiar with them, train yourself, do training. You can get yourself plugged to the industry. And I'll tell you, you will not regret coming to fintech or going to cloud because everything is moving to cloud. Even the fintech today, they are moving to cloud. No, but when you are using the word cloud, simply means there's no physical server. You are moving it to cloud. Simply means somebody has a server somewhere that is hosted somewhere for us, and we are all plugged into it. We just have a remote access to those server and work. And you use their technology like Azure. We have Azure, we have AWS. Now they say these are the people that make life easy for us. Instead of us having the life that we have plenty servers in the bank, plenty server in so many places. But now you can just go, you be serverless. You are plugged to, you just buy some space in Azure and host your application in Azure or host it with AWS. Or, excuse me, host it with AWS. Do we get? That's when we are talking about cloud computing, digital payment. Now, most digital payments are moving into cloud now because nobody wants to have server again. Now, we have different payments. We have a merchant. Now, merchant is somebody that owns the POS. When a transaction is done on that POS, now that transaction is routed to a processor. Who is a processor? A processor is the third party that will process the transaction. They'll be the one that will process the transaction for us. Now, before the end of this class, you know different processors that we have. You know so many opportunities we have in payment. So many companies that run payment today. You are seeing them, but you don't know that that's what they do. Now, we have an acquirer, we have an issuer. Who is a issuer? This is an English word. Issuer simply means the bank that issue your card. The card that you have today, when they are saying the issuing bank simply means the bank that owns your card is the issuing bank. Acquire bank simply means when your transaction is done on POS, or when it is done on ATM, or when it is done on web, who acquired that transaction? They call it acquiring bank, issuing bank. Do we get that? We don't anything. We are not taking anything out of this class today. Just take the word issuing and acquiring. Issuing means the person that issue your card. Acquiring means the person that acquired that transaction. What is acquired? The person that consummated that transaction where the transaction is being sent to. Now, let's assume this is POS. This POS is being issued by a particular bank. That bank that issued this POS, when transaction is done on this POS, that bank is the acquiring bank. Why the person that owns that card, that issued that card, is the issue bank. Why the person that acquired the transaction on this POS, bank that owns this POS, whereby the merchant has to go to somewhere to get a POS. He went to a banquet to get a POS after getting a POS. Now, how is he getting POS? He will have an account with the bank. Open an account with the bank. When he open an account with the bank, he will request for a POS. When he get the POS, he has become a merchant. Any transaction that is done on that POS is going to that bank directly. That's what they call the acquiring bank. The person that acquired the transaction on that POS. Do we get that? Do we get that? Now, these are just different transaction processing. See the way transaction is being carried out. You can use your debit. Most of us we have this Apple Watch whereby you can just scan on the POS. You scan the barcode. When you scan the barcode, it has automatically put the amount on the transaction. Or you buy it and they scan it. When they scan, it brings out the transaction from their own. Do we get? When you use your phone to scan, you are paying for goods and services with the help of your phone. Just scan. When you scan, you click on pay and you pay the amount. Do we see? This is the help of barcode. All this thing has been done when we have switch. They will route transaction to the destination bank. Do we get that? Now, these are different e-payment that we have. Now, what are the elements involved when it comes to online payment? Now, when we are talking about online payment, we have a lot of stakeholders. You are one of the stakeholders as a customer. You are part of the stakeholder. Remember, I used the word merchant. Merchant is the person that owns that POS. That man, that woman, that man that is on your street that is doing POS business is a merchant. Now remember that POS is registered in a bank. That place is called a bank. Bank. Now there's a payment processor. Remember I said bank don't talk to bank. We have a payment processor. Who is a payment processor? A payment processor is the life of InterSwitch. Oh, my time is going. InterSwitch, eTransact, Paystart, Flutterwave. They are third-party processor. Simply means that bank cannot talk to bank. They have switching out, or there's a way that they develop a software suite whereby they will write the transaction to the destination bank. Do we get? Because bank does not talk to bank. These are the processors. These are the opportunity that we are talking about in the banking and in the fintech. Do we get? Now we have the card payment, we have the online payment. Please let me pass. Time is going. Now, now we have the list of 10 best fintech companies in Nigeria. Now we have InterSwitch. InterSwitch is there. We have InterSwitch. Now we have Flutterwave. We all know Flutterwave. You can go Flutterwave. Now, within the Flutterwave, they have digital marketing. There's a project manager. There's an application support. There's a programmer. Therefore, every aspect of IT can easily work in Flutterwave. Do we get that? Therefore, any skill that you learn in IT is not wasted. There's a database administrator. Somebody needs to manage the database. Somebody needs to manage the application that is running. These are the opportunities when it comes to fintech, when it comes to digital payment. These are plenty opportunities that we have. Somebody has to develop the application that we need to use. Somebody has to write that code, and that's the work of the programmer. Now, we have different programmers with different programming languages. Just learn the most recent languages that they write. And at the end of the day, you'll be more valuable in the market. Now, we all know Flutterwave. We know Paystack. At least if you don't know Paystack, you are seeing Java. They wrap most of these card transactions. Most of us, we are holding card, but you don't know the particular card that you are even holding. You don't even know maybe it's a Verve card or it's a MasterCard or it's a Visa card. You don't know. Any card that started with 506 is a Verve card. Any card that started with 5253, 5253, MasterCard, 51, MasterCard. Any card that started with 41, 44, 41, 42, 44, anything for is Visa card. Do we get? Most of us we carry card, but we don't know the kind of card that we are carrying. Do we get? Now, Paystack card transaction, they act as a processor. And we have so many people. Therefore, if you learn any skill, it's not wasted because you can find yourself to work in any of these fintech. Now we have salary. We all know piggyback. Most of us today we have carbon. When you log into your carbon, you say, oh, yeah, put this money, get it in the next 6 months. We have piggyback. These are the work of piggyback whereby they've already partnered with so many of these loan companies. Whereby the way you are borrowing loan from the mobile app, you can see the way whereby you can save your money. They will tell you save 50,000 for 3 months and get 67,000, like 7,000 extra, or save it for lock your money in the vault for 1 year or 6 months and get this incentive. These are the work of piggyback. Do we get? And somebody write the code. See, I'll keep on saying that somebody write this code. Somebody is the one that will support this application. There's this application, when there's an application, there's a database the application needs to see. For every application, there's a database, and somebody needs to manage that database. Therefore, anything you learn in IT is not wasted, because you'll be relevant every time. There are some things that you learn that you always be relevant. If you're a programmer, you'll be relevant. If you're a project manager, you'll be relevant. If you're a product owner, product manager, you'll be relevant. Application support, you'll be relevant. A DevOps, you'll be relevant. Now we have InterSwitch. We all know who InterSwitch is. Most of the switch that the bank use today, InterSwitch is the local partner. The partner with the partner with ACI. ACI owns the product called Postilion. While InterSwitch is the major partner for Postilion in Nigeria. And every bank, almost 90, let's say almost all the banks, just three banks. Three banks, they are not using InterSwitch. They are not using Postilion, because Postilion is owned by InterSwitch. Now, with the help of this Postilion, let me just give you a small brief of Postilion. Postilion is the middleware that helps the transaction to go to your core banking. Just imagine the way you do transaction on the ATM, and the next thing you receive debit. There's a middleware that talks to your core banking. What is core banking? You open your account, and that account, the account that they open for you, that you save your money, that account is seated somewhere called a core banking. Core banking application. Now, this core banking, ATM cannot talk directly to core banking. There must be a middleware that will communicate. There's a language communication. See, the way we are speaking English, software too have the languages they speak. Do we get? Now, there's what we call Postilion. He has his own language, which is I-7583. And that language, core banking does not understand that language. ATM does not understand that language. But there's a middleware called Postilion or Bankward. That middleware is where from ATM to the middleware is either Postilion or Bankward, and from Bankward or from Postilion to your core banking. And that's where transaction comes. Transaction comes within few seconds. People support all these applications. Even the core banking application, somebody is supporting it. Therefore, any skill you learn in IT is not a wasted skill. Do we get? We have eTransact, we have Remita, we have Kuda Bank, we have Sterling Pro, we have CreateNG, all these are IT. We have our cash. Do we get? Therefore, these are we have a lot of fintech in the fintech company in Nigeria. A lot. I'm trying to check my time. Sorry. Now, I said, what are the opportunities in the fintech? Now, let's see. We have plenty of. No, when I was talking about so many things. Now, I left this out. This data analysis, data analysis is money nowadays. Now, all these transition that we are doing, somebody has to analyze the data. Data speak. Now, data generates revenue. You can foresee with data analysis. They will analyze data for you that in this 2025, your data will increase. That's the work of a data analyst. So when you want to learn data, you must know your skill very well. You must have someone query. See, there are some courses that you learn that you are not learning it for learning sake. You are learning it for the future. I could remember when I was doing payment and I was doing DevOps, and at the end of the day, it pays off. Now, telling me that so many applications sit in cloud, I will explain the way it works. Now, while I was learning, I did CCNA, CCNP. I didn't even know that we end up in payment. Do we get? I did CCNA, I did CCNP. Now, when you are talking about networking, connection, permission, it's not sounding strange to me. I'll be able to explain to you better. Even if it's a network person that is doing it, I will explain to you. I will have done so many things from my head. Therefore, any skill that I learned then was not wasted. Now, we have a solution architect. We have a project manager. We have a product manager, application support, database, software engineer, data scientist, data engineer, data analysis, and business analysis. Somebody has to analyze the business. Do we get it? Now, fine. All this application that is being developed, somebody has to test. You have a QA. You have to test. That's what they call it quantity assurance. You must test everything. You must make sure that there's no leakage. You must make sure that, okay, this application is to debit customer. After debiting customer, is it debiting customer in the multiple times? That's the work of a QA. You have to test. Now we have the tester. Do we get? You have QA. Now we have the software quality assurance. See the skill that you need to do this. You must have a good communication. You must have a strong listening skill. If there is software quality assurance, you must be able to listen. You must know how to solve problems. Solving problems should be part of you because a lot of problems will come. You will do some testing, whereby the testing will even you don't even know where to start from. But you just have to you must have that skills. It's a skills. It's a skill that you need to have. You must know how to manage time. Not just only project manager that manages the time. You must learn how to do that as a whole. If you know you want to do a software quality assurance, I need to check my time. Now we have software testing engineer. You must know how to write a testing script. Sorry, you must have a testing skills. You must know how to write a testing script. Nobody will give you a testing script. But when you check online, you have all these things online. You can check online how to write a testing script. You can. Do we get that? Any question? Can anyone hear me? Or am I just speaking to myself? Now we have a project manager. Can you see the skills of a project manager? Attend to details, organizing. You must learn processing. You must know how to prioritize, priority. You must learn how to use a scale of preference. You have plenty of projects. How will you prioritize your project? And you must learn talking skills. You need to learn how to talk, presentation. See, that's some courses I will advise you to learn. Learn how to use yourself. It goes a long way for you. It's very, you just, I know how to do something, it's a lie. Somebody are using themselves to make money today. I say it's like a writing skill. Because you know how to do pivot table, you thought you know how to do yourself. Like, I say it's deep. If some people show you what they use themselves to do, especially the data scientists, what they use themselves to do, you just know that it's not best. Now, see, the top project manager skills. Now, for application support, somebody write the application, somebody has to support it. We need to support the application that is written by a programmer. You just get the application support. It's deep. You must know different applications. How can you even support an application? What is an application? Is somebody job function and somebody is being paid for this. If you finish this training, if you finish this talk, you can just go online, just check the smallest salary, the highest salary of an application support person, a project manager. You all know that still we are playing. Now, what is cloud computing? We are talking about cloud. Simply means you are not using a physical server. That software is hosted somewhere and you are remoting to it, or you are calling it from the people that hosted cloud. Like you are calling it from AWS, or calling it from Azure, or calling it from Google Cloud. And this has got subscription. I'm making plenty money. Subscription, you subscribe to all those applications of the Microsoft of the 365 that we are using. It's hosted somewhere. Do we get? We are using for everything you do. You are using Microsoft Word, this Microsoft Excel. Somebody is being paid for developing this application. Somebody is supporting this application. And somebody needs to sell this application. The application cannot sell itself. That's the work of the digital market. Before, we call them market, but they will tell you it's a digital market for now. Now, let's see the way we are not talking about cloud. And see, we are just using the word cloud. When you are talking about network engineer and cloud network engineer, the work of a network engineer and a cloud network engineer is the same thing. Is because that application is hosted on the cloud. That's why we call it a cloud network engineer. Do we get that? Because the application is not hosted in on-prem, it's not hosted in your branch, it's not hosted in your server. We didn't put a server somewhere. When we're talking about server, we're talking about system and server, big server. This has OS. Somebody manages the OS. Somebody developed that OS and it is using. The Active Directory that you are using today, somebody uses it. The way you are writing your Gmail, somebody developed that. And somebody is maintaining the support. Together. All this Instagram that we are doing today, Instagram, Facebook, somebody developed that application. And the application is hosted on the cloud. And we are calling it, we are clicking, we are doing this, and they are making money off us. Somebody has to develop, somebody has to support. The Facebook, go and check. There are a lot of support person in Facebook. They support the application. The application must not go down. It must be available for 24 hours. Somebody is monitoring. Is monitoring that this application must not go down. They can't afford to go down. That's why they have somebody that's monitoring. Now I've explained the cloud. It's just taking the stress off. You are not using a physical server. You host it, you buy a domain somewhere and they host your application there. And when programmers collaborate together, they can easily edit the code. I edit my code, he edits his code. Nobody is affected. We push it, we use GitHub to push. Do we get that? That's the work of a DevOps. Somebody has to manage that. Continuous integration, continuous deployment. Now, let's see the opportunity we have here. We have a cloud administrator. It's the same thing as system administrator. A cloud administrator is the same thing as system administrator. Cloud support engineer is the same as support engineer. Cloud security analyst is the same thing as security analyst. The only difference is seated in the cloud. And when you're talking about cloud, it's seated maybe in AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Somebody has a dedicated server somewhere and they deploy everything there. We are accessing it from wherever you are. There's no distance barrier. The only thing is network. Do we get it? We are cloud automation engineer. It's the same as automation engineer. Solution architect. It's the same as cloud architect. Do we get it? Now let's see the average of this. Just check this and just find yourself in any of these and see what you're going to. If you think I'm lying, you can go online. Just go to Google and check. Just go and search for job and see. Most of all, we have been short pay in this country. When you go outside there and you have these skills, you will know that you'll be paid. Why some people are even eating their money in this country as well? Now, do you have any questions? Now, sorry, I said below are the technology skills needed in payment. Now, what are the technology skills? Now, go and check what is IIS. Most of us, we have a system, we say IIS here. Now, there are some things I didn't put in. Excel, you need Excel. You need SQL. Go and learn SQL. Go and learn Excel. Go and learn IIS. Go and learn web service. Go and learn a network command. Just simple command. Do we get it? Go and learn how to. You have laptop, but you don't know how to operate your laptop very well. Most of us, we don't even know the size of our RAM. We don't even know where to check them. And you have this. You make use of it. The only thing you do there is to watch film. Watch film, open Gmail. Understand your system. When you understand your system, to give you understanding of the way you can be a system administrator. Put more effort in reading. Put more effort in training. Put more effort, invest your time in training. Learn. Get courses online. Get paid course. Do them. None of them is wasted. Now, very soon, fintech is going to blockchain. Even most of them are doing blockchain already. Some switches doing some processing switch, the way you process transaction with algorithm of blockchain. Most of us are using Bitcoin today. Bitcoin is fintech. All the click to tap that we are doing, tap. They are all fintech. Tap. Go and check. How do you get paid? How do you get paid? How do you own the wallet? All these are fintech. E-payment, electronic money. All those transactions called P2P. Thank you. Any question? Please, I want to decide. Hello? Can anyone hear?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, go on. Yes, go on.
Okay. I want to appreciate your presentation. But my question is, after learning all the skills, which do you think is more important? Is it having a proper grasp of Excel that you now can build on other programs? Or do you think we can just go over and do the broad program without the Excel? So which do you think is very important for us?
So I just think that you mean Excel, that is Microsoft Excel. Hello? Can you take the question again? Hello? Hello, Christopher? Hello? Can anyone hear?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, I think we can hear you. Maybe he
I
has
think
a connection problem.
I believe he's referring to yesterday's data analytics session, because the Twitter that handled that session worked with Excel during the class. But
Okay.
if he's here, you can just reconfirm. So I think he's asking in line with to become a data analyst or probably a data scientist.
Okay, now let
But
me
we'll
give
need
you
him.
Okay, now if you want to become a data analyst or data scientist, the first thing I will advise is, see, you might know, the first thing is just Google data analysis or data science. Google it. Check the skills that is needed. After you have checked, the first thing is how to acquire these skills. You might not be able to read on your own, but I will advise you can start reading on your own. Know what you want to venture into before you go into it. Read on your own, test your skills. Now, after reading, then you need to do a training. You need to be trained because somebody has to guide you. There's a difference between when you read or you are trained. Because when you are trained, after you are being trained, they will give you environment skills as well. Let's say the skills on the job is different from just reading. Like, okay, let's say somebody, okay, let me give you a typical example of myself. I read DevOps. I've done application of DevOps, I passed. But I've not had a live scenario of DevOps. I just had the live scenario when I was using Azure pipeline, when I use Azure. Now, going to the live environment will be somehow for me because I need to go to live environment to know it. I have to do it live so that I won't make mistakes, so that I won't cause issue, I won't cause problem. Do you get that? That's where you need the skills that comes with the job. That's where training is necessary. Nobody train you on DevOps. I read it. I read a lot of things. Use Azure, watch YouTube video. I passed the exam. I did everything. But does that mean that am I fit for the job? No. That's where training comes in. When you are being trained, you'll be trained and you'll be trained on the job. Have I answered your question? Have I done justice to that question?
I believe so, but Udo, Christopher, if you want to have a follow-up on that, maybe you can drop it on the chat. I think someone else's hand is up, Mr. Tajuddin.
Please go on.
If you have a question, you can go.
Yes, thank you so much. And before I ask my question, I must say that thank you so much, the presenter, for the program. I think you have succinctly presented this very broad space, and I think to everyone's benefit, I think you have shared very important key information. However, something that I was thinking about and might be of great benefit to others on the call is to ask this, and speaking from the angle of someone that is completely new into some of this space. Do you necessarily have to have a background in information technology, in computing, or is it something that you are able to enter maybe from specific professional learning or professional program, or it's even something that you have to get a job before you can get into, just to understand from that perspective? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. That's a very nice question. Now, you don't need to be an IT. You don't even need to study engineering. You don't need to even, when we're in school, then we have commercial class, art class, science class. You don't need to be a science. Now, I can give you a scenario. People that are in payment, people that are doing project management, that they don't even study anything related to IT, but they plug themselves to it. They did training. See, I have sample. There's somebody that read Brain. Brain. I don't know what to call it. You read Brain. The guy is doing payment today. He's doing application support payment. He's supporting people. That's the suite that we use in this country. He's supporting it today. I have somebody that read accounting. He's doing the same thing. I can give you samples that you don't need to be a science student. All you need to is interest. Just have that interest. When you have that interest, check what you want to. This is the skill I want to have. Check it out on Google. After checking it, check, can you code? Try to read little about it. If you know that, okay, you are getting it, you are understanding it, then prepare yourself for a training. Get a training. If you get a training, you will understand. You don't need all this. You don't need to be not more. All you need is training. Have I answered that?
Yeah, I think you are. Thank you so much, Mr. Sanusi.
You're welcome.
All right, sir. Yeah, there's some other questions on the chat in the chat. Someone is asking, what is the starting point for someone who wants to go into digital payments and someone who wants to go into cloud computing?
Okay, now if you want to go into digital payment, then you need a training. Now remember that there are some skills. See, the first skill that we ask you to learn is how to manage your system, your personal system, your computer. Let me use the word computer. Let me use the word computer. Like there was a training I was doing there. The first thing we need to do then is to start with computer. So most people they talk they know how to use it. But most of us don't know how to use our system. We know how to use it when we want to browse. We know how to use it when we want to watch films. But you don't even know the size. You don't know how to check the size of your hard disk, RAM. You don't know the processor. You don't know what the processor is. You don't even know network, window firewall. You don't all those things. You need to learn it. Use your system to learn. That should be your foundation first, so that you won't struggle. And when you now engage yourself in a training, you don't need to struggle in that training because there are some terminology that will look strange to you. But if you learn all these, how would I call it, all these network, all these system, all these system, please, somebody should borrow me. If you learn all those things, seriously, you will excel. Is that question? Have I just justice to that question? Just learn how to use your system and start looking for simple courses and get a course. I won't like to get a training. Don't let us deceive ourselves. See, there's nobody that will train you what a bank was today or postilion today. You can, if you Google it, you just Google, but you might not know how to support it. Nobody will teach you. You might be able to learn, but you can't just learn and go to and do the work and you'll be successful. At least I don't know, but that's the way I felt. You might not be successful, but you need a training. You need somebody to guide you. You need a guide. You need a mentor. Do you get? And those and these are that's why we have some platforms today. They will provide you mentoring. They will guide you. Any other question?
Yes, sir. I think another person is asking, how do we ensure that our data is protected in a cloud computing environment?
Yes, that's the part of security. Your data is because one is that you're asking me that how will your data be protected on your system? If you have the username, you have the password. Have you even used a free Azure before? Go and test it, go and use it. You will know that you are the one that is logging in. You have your username and you have your password. Somebody cannot use your username and password to log in. Do you get? Why can't you just, when you have your free time, check Azure, check AWS. I know that they will give you free for like a month. Just check. Try to create server. Just create so many things. Check. You see how you give yourself a username and password. It's protected unless you give those information out yourself. Any other question? Any other question?
Yes, I think the last question is what can you say about blockchain in the next 5 to 10 years?
One. And let's try it in a blockchain. Now, I have some application that uses blockchain today. Now, there is this application that is doing processor. They are like processor like Intel-switch. They are custom switch. They are using blockchain algorithm. Okay. If you want to know more about blockchain, please go for a training. At least create an engine can give you training on that.
Yes, sir.
But I'm telling you, most application people are using blockchain today. At least I have one application that is using it in my environment. They are using it as a processor. They don't know how to develop Postilion, but they did their own processor, the way they process transaction using a blockchain algorithm. Is that okay? Any other question?
I don't think there's no other question. I think we're done for today. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule for the training today. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye, sir. Thank you everyone for joining. The training continues tomorrow, same time, 4 to 6. Do well to join tomorrow. We would like to have you. Thank you. Bye for now.